It is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. Both teams are in the top 10. This SEC matchup is going to be hard. He said we have to eliminate all penalties at the line of scrimmage and be the most efficient version of ourselves all season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the move from inside his 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Making checks. Throwing, Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on first down, now in 4. Motion. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Takes the easy completion. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
The run inside. It's Morrow. Powers through the defender. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Reed throws to the wideout. Grabs it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels. why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Motion from the wideout. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver.
Here's a little room there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Go. Arch is going to throw for it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's Reed to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Throws it back. Firing to the right, complete. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver as soon as he caught the ball.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to him again. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the back. Throwing, Reed. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Texas A&M going up-tempo. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second...
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. First down, right back to Brown.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's an example of going to your tight end on third down. You don't quite have to throw to the sticks with him because he can make somebody miss and then go do the rest of the work himself. Really nice individual effort that time by the big fella.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Rocket. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry-up. Defense in press coverage. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Reed on the play action. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Touchdown, Longhorn. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Morrow. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The offense changing the play. Reed throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A&M comes back out with another first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's Reed to throw. Looking left. Finds his man. It's Horton. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Owens. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Play fake, Reed. Looking to get it in. And they're able to get him on the ground. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Making side adjustments here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Nice punt return. Punt return a lot of times is about angles, and you can tell the defender takes a good angle. Did they give up a bunch of yards? Yes, but they still got an opportunity now to bring on the defense and try to get a goal line stand.
Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Aggies have it with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Owens. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his 25. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Corner's going to give them room. Here's Manning to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it inside the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. On the option. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll run it again. Plows through the defense. Knocked off his feet.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for the...
From the gun on third down, Reed. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Reed to throw for it on fourth. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on fourth down.
With the catch, it's Brown. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give him the lead. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aggies offense will have enough. Throwing Reed. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss some of these throws and you see the ball not getting near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Grabs it in the middle. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with it.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Reed makes the grab. It's Horton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's complete on the right side. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Again, it's Reed. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Texas A&M going up tempo.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Got his man. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. This is a designed run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Reed. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Gets it into the end zone. The Aggies get it right back. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackle brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Picks up the 1st down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Manning. Complete, left side, Coleman. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Really nice job on the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Hand off for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown again. Got enough for the 1st. Finding some room. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Reed to throw. Pulls it in. It's Owens. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Aggies in the hurry up. To the air, it's Reed. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Reed to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. At the 40. Maybe some room here. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, the offense needs a touchdown now, and this is where you've got to be able to run the football. When you get to this area of the field, the windows are so much smaller to throw into, so they would love to be able to take over the line of scrimmage here and keep pressing this thing closer and closer to the end zone.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Sends it back in motion. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The Aggies get it right back.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
my total and go for 2. Throwing Reed. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
What a big play for this defense in a critical moment. You cannot allow them to convert that two-point play, right? Because if they do, all of a sudden it's a field goal game. Great job stepping up and making something happen at a massive moment.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody's like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Why are they throwing here? A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.